Here's how I'd build my investment portfolio in my 20s to maximize growth for retirement. Now, I'm going to make two key assumptions. One, the money that we're investing is not cash needed in the short term, so we can let it ride for decades. And two, we're willing to take some risk with our money because, again, we have time on our side. All right. So, with that out of the way, here's how I'd go about it. First off, I'm betting big on the US economy. So, I'm going to call it 90-ish% of my portfolio in US stocks, probably split between the S&P 500, so something like a VOO, and more of the US tech side like a QQQM, or there's some other options out there. But essentially, I'm betting on the US and especially American technology to bolster my portfolio through the future. I'd probably put 3 to 5% in crypto, really the big ones, so not getting squirrely with side projects there, something like a Bitcoin, maybe an Ethereum. You could look at XRP, right? But, we're not YOLOing meme coins out there. And then I would call it 3 to 5% that I would probably have some cash on hand, and maybe like 1 to 2% that's my real just maximum risk type money. So like if I feel strongly about an individual company, then I might bet 1% of my portfolio on that. That way, hopefully you can get some growth, but you're not risking blowing the whole thing if it goes sideways. Now, some things I would avoid that you might not have heard me mention there. International stocks, I think this is fine. It's more personal preference for me that I don't own them. But if you do want some international stocks, there are options out there. I'm not touching anything on the fixed income, the bond side of things. That's for later in life. Don't need it. And the risk profile isn't necessarily all that different. I'm also not looking at dividend stocks because I want the explosive growth, not a little bit of residual income. And of course, on the insurance side of things, the only thing I would buy would be term life insurance when I have dependents. Otherwise, we're going for growth. We're going to put money in there every month, automate it, buy the same things, never look at it, and then wake up a millionaire when we're ready to retire. So if this was helpful, give a like and follow for more.